Neon lights on a midnight screen, voices rising from the in-between. Truth like thunder breaking the chains, broadcasts loud through the static and flames. From the shadows where the outcast came, built a kingdom, built a name. No suits, no scripts, no corporate lies, just fire in hearts and war in our eyes. Turn the dial, hear the battle cry, with a spark they can't deny. We are the M4 Empire, voices rising higher and higher. From the ashes we built this flame, now the whole world screams our name. Stand up, don't back down, we wear the truth like a crown. Through the storm, through the fire, we are the M4 Empire. We are the M4 Empire. Headlines burning like gasoline, fuel for the fight on every screen. They tried to bury what we would say, but the signal cut through anyway. From late night streams to the morning cast, every shot fired, every blast. A legion formed in the common lines, an army built one voice at a time. Raise your hands, let the banners fly, this is our empire in the sky. We are the M4 Empire, voices rising higher and higher. From the ashes we built this flame, now the whole world screams our name. Stand up, don't back down, we wear the truth like a crown. Through the storm, through the fire, we are the M4 Empire.
Where's the Italian?
It's over 9,000! What?
Covered with scorpions. Oh, there's people. Weird.
We can't all make declarations of hatred at the same time. Hi, everybody.
There are dozens of us. Dozens!
你好中国这条西呢，我爱更尊重中。Shield up. There's nothing sacred. Space. Disappointed.
Alton, help me up onto his casket so I can dance on it.
I don't care.
But how did you ever find us?
Oh, easy. We just read the screenplay you left us.
And Hispanic people too.
Gold!
That means you're gay.
You get nothing! You lose! Good day, sir!
I'll have you. Everything is sexist, everything is racist, everything is homophobic, and you have to point it all out.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Huh? Zappuccino.
Oh, what do you hear? What do you say? M4 Empire, Marvin Movie Monster Montanero with another epic M4cast on this glorious Thursday night. My favorite night of the week, guys, because we get to sit here with you guys for upwards of 2 hours to discuss the goings-on of pop culture and whatever the heck just happens to be going on in our lives. Good to see everybody here piling in. Hope you guys are enjoying the theme song that we have now, because it's like my favorite thing in the world. I will tell you guys, there is a actual like music video opening being created with the theme song, so that is on the way. It just hasn't happened yet. It's fairly involved if it goes the way I want it to go, so it's taking me a little bit, but we have got a whole lot to talk about tonight, guys, including we set a super chat goal for tonight, and if we make it to $600 tonight on Monday night on M4 Empire Gaming, I will play Resident Evil 2 yet again in the dark. This was a fairly common request that I was getting throughout my plays of Resident Evil 2, mostly because the jump scares terrify me and I've never played it before, so it's all brand new to me. So just so you guys know, we'll be playing it. I'll show you what it looks like in the dark. You know, like this, and like this. So I'll be like completely terrified at all times. And there we go. So that is our super chat goal for the evening. Which right away, let me read this one right away. Jump forward a little bit. Hail Trish, Queen of the Seven Kingdoms, Keeper of the Sacred Jukebox. This message is brought to you by Magica Dispel Abracadabra. I read that one first because I have to tell you guys, Trish ain't here tonight. So wanted to get that one out of the way. Watch the ticker tick down because everyone just loves Trish. But we do have the rest of our panel here tonight. Let's bring them out. There's a consolation prize. Nolan Thunder is here, everyone.
Consolation prize? I ain't no dang appetizer.
I'm just saying, guys, people showed up for Trish. They got you.
Well, there goes half our super chats tonight.
Mm-hmm. That's why I had to make the goal something I really didn't want to do.
Goal without Trish, $10. We might be able to do it.
We might make it. I don't know. Martin Stone is here, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Martin.
Hello.
How goes it?
Oh, good times never felt so good.
What's new and exciting with you, my friend?
Oh, just doing the dad thing. Had a school thing, Odyssey of the Mind, if you guys have ever heard of that. My kids are almost all of them participating.
I've never heard of that.
It's this thing where they have to either invent or build a structure that can withstand a certain amount of weight, and it's all to a prompt. And then the teams all meet together and compete regionally, and then at the state level, and then internationally if they get the high.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah,
that sounds really cool.
Good luck.
We have another panelist joining us, guys. You know him, you love him. If you tuned in earlier today, you got to watch me host a show with him. He is the one. He is the only.
Commander, you've rained on my glorious parade. For this, I'm sending everything I've got at you. But I won't let you have the satisfaction of catching me. I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
I don't know why that was your intro, Wizard. But you're muted.
Space! It's one of my favorite clips of all time. So it's fitting. I like that.
I figured you would actually pop for it. I was like, what should I play for Wizard on the way in? And I'm like, you know what? It's the space clip. Because I guarantee you he knows it and loves it.
I have got to find the clip of him eating a sesame muffin or bun or something like that in Congo, because it's hilarious. You guys remember the movie Congo? So they've been seated with like the customs people, and it's like a colonel and like that. He reaches out and he grabs the guy's off of the guy's plate and starts eating it, and the guy's like, "That's my lunch," and he just has this reaction that's very funny. I have to
very Tim Curry reaction.
Yes, like steals the show.
You know what, guys? I am actually thrilled. I'm seeing a lot of names I've never seen before in the chat tonight. Like we're drawing in a lot of new people here tonight. So
great.
Welcome to everybody who's here for the first time. Wizard, big welcome back and a big congratulations to you on 75,000 subscribers on the Real Life Fake Wizard channel.
Thank you. Yes, we are making waves.
You are rocking and rolling, my friend. You're in high demand. I was like, what should I do for the thumbnail today? You know what? It should be Fake Wizard. And I was like, if Friday Night Tights could do it, I can do it.
I did give them the thumbnail. I said go for it, and then they did go for it. So
Speaking of which, on Friday Night Tights, Marv, you got a shout out on one of Nerdrotic videos today.
Oh, did I?
You did. He liked one of your articles.
Oh, he shouted me up by name.
Awesome.
Yeah, he said Marv.
Oh, cool. Which video?
I will find it and send it to you. It must be in my history.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. That's pretty awesome. Gary's a great guy. I send him articles periodically as we get them. Anything that I think he might find useful. But yeah, guys, we have got a fun-filled show today. But we have to kick it off with the people that are most important, our wonderful audience. We count on your generous super chats, guys, to keep the lights on around here. The show is made for you. It's funded by you. And by the way, Lorn might be joining us late, and I have no idea if Kevin's joining us or not. I never know. If he shows up, he shows up. If he doesn't, he doesn't. He kind of is. He's
busy guy.
He's like Aslan, the lion from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. He's not a tame lion. He comes and goes. When he's needed, he'll be back. Oh my goodness, Regina Sharp checking in with $50. We do take breaks, guys, for $50 or more. So if you do send in $50 or more, we do stop whatever we're doing to address what it is you want to address in honor of Nolan, because somehow it's always his fault. And that includes this super chat. Nolan, finally, something that's your fault that is actually good. This is great.
Yeah, like if
oh, I see. Oh, it was no one's fault. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Well then, problem solved.
There you go.
Well, if my fault is making the channel money, I'm all for it.
I'm all for that too, Nolan. Thank you very much. So let's get to the other super chats. Regina Sharp, I see you have another one out there, so let's get to that one. This is Gina gonna kick some Rousey Heine. This message has been brought to you by
Glom Gold, Glom Gold, Glom Gold, Glom Gold.
This has been, always is, and always will be. My own, guys. I don't know if you guys have. I'm sure you've heard that Gina Carano is going to be fighting Ronda Rousey.
Like in the ring
in May.
Yeah.
Did you not hear that?
Both coming out of retirement.
No, that's awesome.
You know what? We'll make that our first story tonight. I'll read the article on it because it is. I am like beyond excited for this.
That sounds. I hope it's better than Tyson versus Paul. Like,
I think it will be. Like Mike Tyson.
These are both professional fighters who have been at the peak of their fields at one time.
Well, they're also contemporaries, right? Because Ronda is 39, and Gina is 42. So they're like within 8. It's not like Jake Paul in his 20s versus Mike Tyson in his 60s.
Mike Tyson, yeah.
Gina's last fight was 2009, and Ronda's was 2016. So Ronda has the more recent experience, but Ronda also got bludgeoned into retirement.
Yeah. And we could talk about that once we get into your article.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we'll talk about that. But Wild and Crazy Bear checking in. Go ahead.
Sorry. The article the video Gary referenced one of your articles on was a Harry Potter video from today.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I will check that out later today or later tonight. But Wild and Crazy Bear for $2.95 says Prince Andrew makes me ashamed of my first name. I would assume it's Andrew, not Prince.
Well, hey, don't get down like that. A lot of people share different names. You can't just because there's one bad one, there's gonna be one good one.
So, I mean, look,
his name could be Prince.
There was another Marv who was a home invader who tried to kill a kid in New York City.
Marv and Lorn are constantly talking about how Martin keeps disappointing them, and I have to remind myself they're talking about George R.R.
I
think.
See, there's a good example. There's good wizards and there's bad wizards. I can't control that.
This is true. This is true. For every Gandalf, there's a Saruman.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Prince Andrew. I mean, how is it? And not to get too in the weeds on this, but how is it that the UK has made an arrest before the United States of America has made a single arrest about this stuff?
And there's a few others too. There's a couple other countries. There's a corruption charge for one of them. But yeah, nothing in the U.S.
I do have I have a theory that is conspiratorial.
Okay.
I'm hoping that the DOJ is simply doing their due diligence, and when they file, it'll be because they have airtight cases.
Oh, I have absolutely no faith that Legally Blonde is going to actually like slap the bracelet on anybody.
I'm with Marv. I have no faith in this administration.
She is so like from the time that she put out those stupid binders, I've just been like, I don't understand what's happening. Like we now have like every conspiracy theory that's ever existed has been like proven true from these files, and we're just like sitting there like, oh, but the Dow, we don't want to make the Dow go down. Like, I don't care about the Dow. I want people in handcuffs.
No, I get that. I'm just saying that real good law takes time, and it doesn't conform to the rage cycle.
I don't believe. Have you read the files, Martin? I don't believe in real good law anymore.
I get it. I do. But I'm not willing to be blackpilled.
No.
Marvin, thank you for that laugh.
I think that's the problem. Is we look at so many of these things, and it's like, oh well, it's blackpill. You're blackpilled because you realize how the systems are so broken. But I see it like. I don't like the black pill term. I even tell people in my chat never black pill. But I think there is so much more like. Oh, no one's coming to save us. We have to take care of ourselves.
That's a good point.
More than we ever thought we did. So it's like
we
it's
have
not
to
a black pill.
Yeah.
It's just this system is so broken. I have no faith in it. I'm going to work 10 times harder now to try to like, take care of me, my family, my friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Marv said don't get in the weeds, but
yeah, it's all right. With this kind of thing, everybody gets passionate about it. So. Liquid Fox for $5 Canadian says, hello, everyone. I don't trust stairs because they're always up to something. Getting the ability to fly would be so uplifting.
Stairs also go both ways.
They do go both ways. That is true. Nolan Thunder gifted 1 M4 Empire membership. Thank you, Nolan. And congrats to whoever got that. You didn't give it to yourself, did you?
I know William got it.
William Thompson?
No, the other William.
Oh, okay.
When did the update happen that it's now saying M4 Empire instead of Tooneytown?
I don't know, but I'm glad it is. Because, I mean, like the day that we switched over the channel, I made the change. It just kind of hadn't said, it kind of wasn't saying it for a while. So that catches us up on our supers. So typically we like to start off the show by, oh, this is interesting. There's a theory that Legally Blonde is going to be out as soon as DeSantis is available after his term as governor runs out. That is an interesting one. But anyway, we like to start off by asking our panel what they've been watching or reading or listening to or kind of experiencing media-wise for the last week. So Nolan, what obscure, oddball YouTube thing have you been watching this week? Because it's always something.
Well, I've been on a bit of a Lego kick here recently, so I've been watching a channel called 5 Lonely Clones and analyzing every bit of like Lego Star Wars and how overpriced all of the pieces are. But I'd rather actually bring mention to what I wanted to bring up last time is I watched a little mini documentary on the hybrid of Taco Bell, KFC, and Pizza Hut. Del C Hut, whatever it was called. It was a monstrosity and the most beautiful thing you'd ever see under capitalism. It was bad, really bad.
I mean, I remember there were a bunch of KFC Taco Bell hybrids where I grew up.
Yeah, they were all under Tricom Global or something like that.
Yeah.
Pepsi.
I remember there was one KFC Pizza Hut combo, and we called it Pizza Hut drive-thru because you were able to get Pizza Hut at the drive-thru. We were like, you probably shouldn't be able to get Pizza Hut in a drive-thru.
Now you can. Welcome to America. Do you guys remember?
My city had an old-fashioned Pizza Hut.
They did?
Sorry, go ahead, Nolan.
Oh no, I just asked, did you guys I might have a little delay with the storms right now, but did you guys ever see like the cross promotion they were doing with like Phantom Menace, where they had like the Colonel, the Colonel, the Pizza Hut employee, and the Chihuahua from Taco Bell, and they all went crazy against the Trade Federation?
Yeah, that was high school for me.
That was peak. That was
peak entertainment.
It's never been that good again.
Martin, you were saying there was an old school Pizza Hut in your town?
My city had an old school Pizza Hut that had a drive-through.
Really? What is a food that you think should never be given via drive-through? Because like I remember the first time I saw Panda Express, I was like, Chinese food shouldn't be able to be in a drive-through.
I would argue that. I want to pick it up in the drive-through, but I'm not eating it in my car.
But like ordering it from the drive-through, and then like if you're just like picking up an order you phoned in, that's one thing. But like, I don't know, man.
So,
like it shouldn't be able to be cooked that fast.
Have you seen the ones in Texas? Perhaps. So Austin, Texas has the Robo Panda Express, and the way that I would describe it was magical.
Robo Panda Express.
Yes. It was an automated Panda Express. Like you pull up and they have the AI system there to take your order. And it's like you're talking to a person, because like this part of Austin is like where all the Silicon Valley people went. Like, oh my gosh, it was incredible. The Wendy's are all automated. Like not like the ones we see on TikTok where it's like somebody's talking to it and they're messing with it. I mean, I could have had a conversation with this thing about like the Revolutionary War. It was that fine-tuned. It was a magical experience.
I mean, so I have gone to I have gone to a Wendy's around here that has an automated drive-through where like you just give it your order and it asks you questions and clarifies things. It's wonderful. Never gotten my order mixed up once. So
I like the idea that Robo Panda Express will turn into a mech and fight like in Pacific Rim.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is the one defense we have against the kaiju when they rise from the sea is Robo Panda Express. And it turns into a robot panda.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Of course.
Starts eating the kaiju arm like a bamboo stalk.
Exactly. We're all on the same page here. We understand what
robots
we're doing.
in disguise.
Mm-hmm. Martin, what have you been watching this week? You still watching Doctor Who?
I've kind of paused on Doctor Who. I was going through Buck Rogers, and I've watched a few more of that. But since last Friday was Friday the 13th, my wife and I had a marathon of a bunch of those.
Oh, what's your favorite one?
Jason probably the first one.
Oh, without the one without Jason in it.
Yeah. I don't know why. I mean, the second one is the second and third ones are just kind of continuations, and there's not actually any story in them. It's just a series of death setups. So at least in the first one, you sort of get a story, and you're thrown off and who the killer is. Although I do sometimes wonder, was I thrown off by the killer because I always associated Jason with Friday the 13th? Because growing up, you just know that.
Yeah, you know it's Jason. People used to not even call it Friday the 13th. They used to say the Jason movie, or just call it Jason. I told you that I camped at the original Crystal Lake, right?
No.
Oh, no. So I was a kid and we went camping. The one time in my life I've ever gone camping. And so it's me, my dad, my brother, my cousin, and my uncle. And we're like legit camping, like in a tent at this campsite in, I think it was like Hope, New Jersey. And I'm like, this place looks really familiar. And like, have I been here before? And then like one of the other kids is like, this is where they filmed the first Friday the 13th movie. This is where that's where Jason drowned over there. I'm like, we're at Camp Crystal Lake right now. And I was like, I went right down, like, we have to go. We have to leave now. I'm like, I am not sleeping here.
You're fine as long as you're not sleeping with somebody else there.
Well, I mean, I was a child, so
right.
It was a good bet. And then like, it's like I'm sitting out there and I'm just like, so of course, obviously my dad doesn't listen to me. We don't actually leave. And so I'm sitting there like, the entire time, and my uncle is like ridiculous about this tent. Like you would think he erected the Taj Mahal with the way he didn't want anyone in it ever. He barely let us sleep in it.
So this literally does sound like a horror premise because you can't even sleep inside the tent. Your dad is acting like the characters in the movies, like, we can't leave this home. Our fathers lived in this home. We can't leave even if we see a demon ghost girl in the attic.
Setup. It was a perfect setup for a horror movie, 100%. And then one night, the thunderstorm from Hades rolled in, and like it was so bad that we had to get in the car. Like, oh, it was the first and only time I've ever been camping.
Why are you not dead right now?
I miss camping.
I don't.
That was fun.
I love it.
Oh.
Take my kids when I can.
What the heck, guys? Why do you like that? Why do you like camping? We have worked so hard over the centuries to perfect indoors. Why do people insist on sleeping outside like a bunch of squirrels?
You hate bathrooms?
Yeah.
The sleeping part is like the least fun part of it. Like that's not like, I don't know. I think that's a side effect of like you're doing all the other activities that you do when you're camping.
Where does the fun come from, though?
I don't know. Being part of nature. It's like, it's fun to be out there.
I have worked exceptionally hard in my life to not be a part of nature. Like, I specifically tailored my life so that I will in no way, shape, or form interact with nature.
Well, some of the best scuba sites are kind of in isolated areas, and you go out and you hike out there, you sleep under the stars at night, and the next day you spend your day scuba diving.
Oh, hiking. Let's take a walk that really sucks.
But remember, I just said scuba, so you're carrying tanks with you on that one.
Oh, yeah, even better. Yeah. Let's carry heavy explosives on our backs.
And if you get hurt, they're going to have to get a helicopter to get you out.
Oh, great. Now if you're afraid of heights, like that lady at the Olympics who broke her leg on the ski course and they had to airlift her out. And I'm like so they have to airlift her out of the helicopter and they put her on the gurney and they like raise her up like 100 feet in the air on this little gurney. And I'm like, ugh. I would be like they would have two problems. They would have a person with a broken leg and a like carrier that was full of human excrement, because I would have just crapped myself while they were
feel bad for whoever's underneath you at that time.
I would too.
Have you ever seen the video of the old lady being airlifted and she's on one of those boards and they're raising her up, but they didn't secure one of the extra lines correctly, and so it just keeps spinning in the prop wash?
Oh, I have seen that.
Oh.
It just yeah, it's bad.
Nope.
She's hurting after that.
Yeah. Or she's hurting before they're lifting her.
Yeah.
All sorts of insane. No, absolutely not. No, thank you. Man. Yeah. So yeah, camping sucks. I can't stand hiking. I don't want to ski. I don't like the snow. Like, just inside. Like, if I went to a ski lodge, I'd be like, man, like you remember Boy Meets World when they went to the ski lodge, but like Corey was like hurt, and so he couldn't go out there, and he ended up cheating on Topanga with that girl in the ski lodge.
Yeah, dark episode.
Yeah, dark episode. By the way, she was better than Topanga. I will fight people on this. But so they're all out there in like the cold and like going on these ski lifts that look like they're dangerous and gonna fall off. And Corey's sitting inside by a roaring fire with a hot chocolate and a jigsaw puzzle. And I'm just like, man, that looks a lot better. I like to look at snow from inside where it's warm.
Yeah, it's beautiful from that perspective.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great from inside. Like, my darkest memories I didn't have a very dark childhood, so this is not a very dark memory. But my darkest memories from childhood in the winter are like we're shoveling the driveway, and like my back is hurting me, and like I'm just cold and miserable and wet. I look up, and there's my grandmother in the window drinking a hot chocolate, watching us doing it.
I think I saw a cell phone commercial like that one time.
Oh, it was terrible.
Yeah, that sounds like a commercial.
I once found this Canadian, I guess it's not even a ski lodge because it's like, flat up in the Arctic Circle, but it's a hotel where the rooms have like solariums with jacuzzis in them, so you can watch the northern lights from a hot tub.
Oh, that's actually nice.
Yeah,
the vibe.
The Wizard, what have you been watching this week?
I've actually been playing a lot of Resident Evil 4 remake.
Okay. All right.
Which I've never played before. I picked it up. It was on sale for like $20. So I got it. And everybody's been talking about the new Resident Evil game, and you guys have been playing it on streams and such. And I was like, I got off of this franchise in the for Resident Evil 5. The last one I played was 6, and I didn't finish it because I thought it was awful. And I was like, oh, let me go back and see. They've done all these remakes. Let me try it out. This game is awesome. That game is really good. So I've been having a lot of fun with it. I'm not done yet, but it's been pretty fun.
You punched a boulder yet?
Oh well, that was 5.
Did you see last night, Wizard, when I couldn't get past that boss fight and I rage quit?
I didn't see the rage quit, but because it was too late. It was like 1:00 in the morning.
You're telling me.
But I was like, I did see that fight, and I was like, this is kind of ridiculous. I feel like you're soft locked. Like there's got to be some way around this, but I don't know what it is.
Apparently, I was supposed to damage it a lot more on the way over there. Like it just wasn't damaged enough for the thing to kill it.
That's annoying.
You're telling
that
me.
also sounds like a grunge lyric.
But now the problem is I only have the pistol. I don't have any ammo for the flamethrower, and that's the only thing that really hurts the thing. So I'm like, what do I do now?
Yeah, see, like I said, it felt like a soft lock.
Yeah.
You gotta like roll it back a safe. Yeah.
I must ask, if you're playing RE4, have you ever seen the chainsaw controller?
No.
You need to see this right now. I will send it to you. There was literally during the PlayStation 2 era for that
Share your
version
screen,
of the game.
Nolan. I'll pull it up because I want to see.
I'll get you. I got you, homies. I got you.
The chainsaw controller. Like,
yes.
Is this something that someone made?
From this, but
I'm expecting it to be a chainsaw, but you could like hold it and it's a controller to play the game.
I feel like that should be a Evil Dead game mechanic.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Groovy.
All right. Here you go, gentlemen.
All right. Let's take a look at this chainsaw controller. What the heck is this, Nolan?
I've seen it in person.
See, that's what
it was
I meant.
A giveaway.
It
they
looks
were
like
having like
Mickey
these
Mouse's
raffle boxes. Yeah, they had like these raffle boxes. You could enter your name in it to possibly win it. It was amongst a bunch of other super rare stuff, and I had my name in there, but I wasn't staying the second day of the convention. So for all I know, I might have won it.
This is insane looking. How do you even use that to play?
And you can
well,
get it on Whatnot.
It's actually shaped like a PS2
for $750.
I'm sure it was.
No, it is now.
This will be the new super chat goal, everybody.
You just looked it up?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
my
PlayStation 2 chainsaw controller. If it's used, it's $375.
So if anyone wants to donate like $700, here you go. I will do a live Let's Play.
This is one in the box. It's going for $4,650.
Get out of town.
Worth every penny.
In the box, unopened. Wow. I love gaming
Kids,
stuff
this
like
is
that,
America.
Nolan. I love I love like not vintage per se, but like the obscure collectible gaming memorabilia that's been like lost to time a little bit. Like there's Gears of War stuff out there that I wanted and like it was available then, and now it's so obscure and super expensive. This is like akin to that.
Not to derail anything if Marv is about to switch topics, but Wizard, since you're here, I must ask, do you have a holy grail, like a white whale that you've always wanted, but you've never been able to get your hands on?
Yes, but it's not for gaming. It's a Darth Vader autograph. I collect Darth Vader autographs from like all the actors and people that have played Vader. And the one I have James Earl Jones and David Prowse, but the grail is Sebastian Shaw, and it's about $4,000.
$4,000?
Yeah, if not more. It goes up every year. It just continues to go up. And the problem is nobody it's what's on the market is literally he signed an autograph and they mounted that inside of a big plaque. Like it's never anything that's signed on a Vader graphic or picture.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, that's it. I want.
What about the guy that did Chad Vader? He voiced him in some video games. You could probably get that one pretty easily.
Probably, yeah.
That's true. He was Vader in
Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed.
Good too.
Not bad.
I'm not running that down.
Yeah, he was one of the better ones that they've gotten to play Vader and stuff. Back before they could just clone, James Earl Jones' voice. But...
yeah, they're never going to get another Vader voice again.
No, they don't need to, and they shouldn't. Let it always be James Earl Jones.
I like that he and Michael Caine both were just like, yeah, use it for AI. What do I care? Pay me.
I don't care. I'll be dead. Pay my family. The check was the size of a tangerine. So as far as what I have been watching, I have got to give a hearty thumbs up to A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, the new Game of Thrones prequel. It is so ridiculously good.
Really?
Like it is the show that we as a people need right now. Like, I mean, there's some stuff I wish wasn't in there. Like you see a dude pooping in the first episode, and I was like, I didn't need to see that.
I could do that myself.
Yeah.
You already have to turn around and look at it every time you flush. Like, why do we need to see that?
Exactly. But other than that, like, there's but I mean, like, the story is great. The kid and so it's like a big giant dude and like the tiniest little 10-year-old boy ever as your main characters, and they are so like endearing together. Like they've got
God of War.
Yeah, no, because like Dunk's not really like gruff. Like he's just kind of like this simple dude and or whatever. But the kid who plays Egg they've been hitting the convention circuit together and doing these panels, and the kid that plays Egg, he's like 10 years old, and he keeps spoiling things from like the show and like the greater like Game of Thrones like universe that I guess he's been told by George R.R. Martin in secret, and he keeps spoiling it in these panels, and it's hysterical.
What's his last name? Holland.
He's like a little tiny Tom Holland, which is great because Tom Holland's already like really small.
Did you notice when Disney realized what Tom Holland was doing, they would send him out with Benedict Cumberbatch? Because Cumberbatch is a consummate professional and can control him.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Those were the good times before the bad times.
Before the Empire.
Okay, so I found one of them here. I'm gonna play some of these. These aren't like heavy spoilers for the show or anything like that. It's just like it's like casting stuff and like things from like the greater lore. So here they are on this show. And watch.
Oh yeah.
So a bit about when Egg's trying.
So what he's talking about here is when Egg, like the story in George R.R. Martin's like history, like I think it's in Fire and Blood, and it gives the history of like Egg as a character and when he dies. And everyone has always thought that Dunk dies too, but it was never really like it was kind of left like ambiguous as to whether he lives or dies. Well, not anymore.
To make dragons in the summer hall, and then there's a huge fire, but we know from George. We don't know if that is exactly what happened. We know Dunk survives, but we don't.
Oh, look at his face!
Look at that! He's like, well, we know. And he's like, we don't know. He's like, well, no, we know from George. Like, of course we know. You big silly lummox.
This is like when I accidentally tell my first grader what we got mom for her birthday.
Oh. Immediately, just one more time. Just look at his face. He thinks he's being so helpful, like correcting him.
But we know.
But look at the other guy's face.
Like right here, he realizes that he's about to say something. He's giving him the look like, "Don't say it.
Don't do it."
We know from George. We don't know if That is exactly what happened.
We know Dunk survives.
We don't know exactly what's happened, but let's just get this season 1 out of the way. And we'll see.
Yeah.
This poor kid.
We were so innocent.
Oh my god, it's amazing. Like, it's so adorable.
And he's still doing his crafts. I love it.
He's doing his crafts, just spoiling like a decade-old thing from Song of Ice and Fire. Hold on, there's another one. Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
That's more lore that like Game of Thrones has gotten than in the decades between books, right? Like, this is
seriously. Okay, so here's another one. In this one, they're talking at Comic-Con, and they're asked about something about like The Witcher, and so he asks his handler if it's okay for him to comment on this. So here you go.
I don't know if we got clear. Can I say the thing I was asked about the Geralt of Rivia?
As long as we're all holding spoilers until respective
Oh yeah,
episodes,
no, it's no spoiler.
So he's like, yeah, can I say the thing about Geralt of Rivia? And she's like, oh, as long as we're all holding spoilers. He's like, yeah, it's okay.
That first season, The Witcher, Henry Cavill's thing, I'm kind of this comparison where it's like Dunk is kind of like his movement into Ashford and stuff. He's kind of a less sexy, less confident, less charismatic Geralt of Rivia. That's what I was kind of like,
public.
That's a good way to go, I think. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
No, I think we can say that he.
I asked him. He said it's cool.
No, I think we can say that Henry Cavill.
No, God.
What did he say?
So he's like, so he basically is like, oh no, are we allowed to? Because he's talking about Henry Cavill, and he goes, are we allowed to say that? And he's just like, yeah, I got permission. He goes, no, like, are we allowed to say, the Henry Cavill is? And he's like, no. And everyone thinks that Henry Cavill has been cast as the Black Dragon in season 2.
Look at it.
This still image says everything about this.
Oh my gosh. Marv, you got to screenshot this.
All BB needs to make this a profile picture stat.
With the smile on his face.
Wow.
Someone screenshot this now.
Yeah, that is thumbnail gold.
This
Look
is
at
a new
the
meme.
smile on the kid.
He's got this biggest smile on his face. Like, I'm so excited. I'm going to work with Henry Cavill. But yeah, I mean,
if this doesn't become a meme, the internet failed me.
If Henry Cavill is going to be the Black Dragon, he'll only interact with him in like he'll never interact with him. It'll be flashbacks because the Black Dragon's dead by the time this starts. But like, here, just watch it again.
Kind of like his movement into Ashford and stuff. He's kind of a less sexy, less confident, less charismatic Geralt of Rivia. That's what it's kind of.
You can see the wheels turning in the kid's head. Oh, we're talking about Henry Cavill. I guess we can say it.
Henry Cavill's my friend. We did the show together.
I'm so excited to hang out with him and talk about Superman.
But it does make sense. You're a kid. You're like, oh well, he's introduced the topic.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was kind of like. Yeah, that's a good way to go, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
No, I think we can say that he.
I asked him.
No, I think we can say that Henry Cavill.
No, God, no. We won't say that.
That is incredible.
It's the greatest clip of all time.
That is incredible.
This screenshot kind of reminds me of that Jennifer Lopez, Ben Affleck at the basketball game meme.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I have to screenshot this right now because
please.
Maybe I'll put this out as its own video. I was talking about this. It's amazing.
Watch this become your most popular video ever just because of that thumbnail.
just make the caption "Oops." Oh my gosh!
That wall behind them, I thought it said "Read Pork" for a minute.
No, it's Read Pop.
Yeah,
they do
Pop, yeah.
They do New York Comic Con and all those other ones.
And they got boycott earlier this year.
They did get boycotted. What was it for again? It was because of
because they allegedly were feeding registration information of attendees to ICE.
Yeah, I don't think that's true at all. They refuted it.
That was a bunch of malarkey.
Oh my gosh! But that kid
on the rocks.
That kid though, like. Just this, because like Tom Holland, like he was an adult, like, or whether even if he was a teenager at the time, he was still an adult, like almost at least.
Sure, he looked like a freshman, but he was
and like he had grown up in the business. This is a 10-year-old who's just so excited that he's being told all these secrets by all these adults and is just immediately divulging them to the entire world.
It's precious.
I'm sorry, just one more time. We have to look at that picture. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's amazing. I love it. But yeah, Night of the Seven Kingdoms is a phenomenal show. You guys, like, comes with my highest recommendation. Even the last episode was a little slow. Which I didn't think it was going to be slow. I thought it was going to be like really action packed. It was there were like a lot of flashbacks intercut with the action sequences. So it was a bit slow, but you got some good backstory, and I still really enjoyed it. But oh man, that is good. All right, we got some more super chats to get through, so let's get through those. Liquid Fox, member for 17 months, says, bad enough I have the exact same name as a celebrity I can't stand, but if he ends up on that list, I'll never hear the end of it. Damn PDFs ruining names and awesome mustaches. Uncultured Barbarian for $5. I didn't know Liquid Fox's name was Simu Liu.
I was going to make a joke about Matthew Fox till the PDFs thing.
Uncultured Barbarian for $5. When I was a kid, my folks thought it was a good idea to go camping on Friday the 13th close to a crystal lake. They didn't know why I was freaking. Oh, I feel your pain, brother. I feel your pain. Good to see you, Uncultured Barbarian. I haven't seen you in a while. Retro Meister for $5. Sup, dudes? Did any of you watch the Disney show Gravity Falls? If so, what did you think of it, considering the show ended a decade ago this week? I saw bits of the first season, and I really liked that first season. I don't know why I never continued on with it, but I thought it was really funny. My wife and I quote the pterodactyl episode all the time.
My kids watched it all several times.
I watched it when it was first airing, and I had a friend at the time. We haven't talked in a long moment, but he would like take elements of the show and a lot of his YouTube videos and stuff, do like the artifacts all link and stuff. The dude came up with some really amazing stuff, and I kind of like it also in the sense that it's one of the few Western shows I can think of where it actually ended and it didn't just go on forever. That's refreshing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's see. Retromeister also says, I'll say real quick that Gravity Falls was the best Disney show since Gargoyles, and its series finale did better than Stranger Things, despite a few last-minute issues like forcing the sheriff and deputy to be gay.
Huh. DuckTales is better.
DuckTales was so good.
DuckTales is better. 2017 DuckTales.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Because it doesn't have that last-minute caveat.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
there's also a lot more.
The girl with the two dads. That was it. But I mean, look.
When was that?
Oh,
you could blink and you miss it, but it's in the episode where they're doing the obstacle course to get a badge.
The Junior Woodchuck competition between Huey and what's the name of like I know it's not voiced by, she's not voiced by Amanda Bynes, but she kind of sounds like Amanda Bynes. She's like the super brainy one that befriends Webby. Violet?
Astrid?
No, I don't think that was
but
it. But
Astrid gets adopted by that other girl's dads.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But then Lena at one point calls her my sister from Two Misters.
Yeah.
And that's about it. There's not that much. But I will say that DuckTales show gave us,
Because I'm Flint Harkle, I'm gone, and I always will be. I defeated Scrooge McDuck! We were on the same team! Is this some kind of game? Answer me, baby!
So it's like you look, you know, D&D alignment charts, like the alignments, like chaotic good or lawful good. Glomgold is just chaotic evil. He's purely chaotic evil for the sake of chaotic.
Oh my gosh, I love when they do the Quint thing with him, where he's like scratching the. You need a scheme, a cockamamie
Yes!
one.
A cockamamie one.
You all know me, know how I make my living.
You don't need a plan. You need a scheme.
I mean, like just little things, like when they're on the when Della's on the moon. First of all, the addition of Della Duck,
yes,
is just a masterstroke.
Brilliant.
And I didn't think it would work out when I found out they were doing it, but it really does.
It really does, and she's such an endearing character. Like from that moment, from the episode that we spend, we get the whatever happened to Della Duck, where we get her on the moon. Like from that moment on, you're like, I love this character. Like she's so endearing and so cool, and she sings the moon theme from the NES game.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've said it before. DuckTales is what you get when you have people who genuinely love an IP that get to revive
it. I also like how they depicted Donald.
Yes,
like Donald, he's the butt of a joke, but it's Donald Duck. Of course he is, but he's like, he's a good dad.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
he's an actually good dad. I mean, he's an Uncle Donald, but like he looks out for the kids. He's an actually a good adoptive father to the boys. It's not often we get good dads in Disney anymore.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then there's the episode where Don Cheadle voices him.
Yes, that was funny.
Where suddenly he's cool because you can understand what he's saying.
Well, I love that the boys were supposed to be named Jet, Turbo, and Rebel. and he changes their names to Hubert, Duford, and Llewellyn. I could have been Turbo! Giving the boys their own personalities.
Yeah.
That was a stroke of genius. Like to the point now where like when we watch anything that has like the old school Huey, Dewey, and Louie in it, my wife is like, oh, I hate this when like they're all just like speaking in unison and they have the same voice. Like she really got used to them having their separate personalities in that show.
Yeah.
And like seriously, the Darkwing Duck episodes that they did, I'm so mad they never followed up on that with the Negaduck tease.
It shows.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's tragic that the show didn't get to leave a bigger cultural footprint behind it, you know, kind of like the 80s show did. Because, like, as much as I never wanted them to do the change to the Roger Rabbit ride at Disneyland, if they did do what the rumor said of making a DuckTales ride, at least it would have introduced more people to the show. And I think it's the one tragic thing is because everything I've ever heard about the show says it's freaking amazing.
Right. But what became of that era of Disney cartoon television, the DuckTales relaunch, I'm glad that it ended when it did.
Yeah.
And it didn't spawn anything else.
Yep.
Yes. It ended right where it needed to. And it told all the stories it could have told, I think.
Like
everything was tied up pretty well.
When I heard that Fenton Crack Shell was going to be Lin-Manuel Miranda, I was like, uh-oh. But he was great.
He was good.
Do you remember when you told me that they colored him darker because Lin-Manuel Miranda was voicing him, and I couldn't stop laughing for like 3 minutes?
Yes. Because they made him Hispanic, which was a little strange. I don't know why you needed a Hispanic duck, but you know, whatever. Why do you need a Scottish duck? That makes sense.
Hispanic duck sounds like a dish.
Probably would. An Asian duck would be a dish, but yeah. And I'm pretty sure they did have those too. But like things like something that I thought I was gonna hate the first time it showed up, but I loved every time they brought it back was Storkules.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like every time Storkules and Donald had their own thing going, I thought that was the funniest thing I'd ever seen.
And the one where Louie was trying to make money off of Storkules, that was great.
Uh-huh. I love Louie being the scammer. When the one character I was like, I don't know if I like the way they souped them up, they changed them, was Doofus.
Oh yeah.
That's his name, right? Doofus.
Yeah, I think so.
The rich one.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was just like their friend. They're like their big lumbering Junior Woodchuck friend in the original.
Right, and now he's like conniving and evil.
Yeah, he's like this like evil like heir.
It's like Richie Rich, but a sociopath.
Yeah, he's Gami Mama.
Who was the really lucky cousin? Because that episode in the
what's his name? The goose.
No, the lucky cousin.
Yeah, he's a goose. I think.
Is he a goose?
Yeah. Hold on.
I remember that was the
Sheldon
casino
something?
episode.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Hey, look, $20. Gladstone Gander.
That's it. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Maybe he's not a goose. I don't know why I always thought he was a goose.
Because there is a goose cousin, Gus.
Did you ever see the Tales of the Three Caballeros TV show?
No, I never saw that.
So Jonas told me about it one time. It was made exclusively for like Indonesia or something like that, but it's fully in English.
Really?
And it's really good.
Huh. You know what? I'm right. Look at this, because Erica points out gander is a term for goose. So that's why I thought he was a goose. Jet, Turbo, and Rebel. I could have been Turbo. All right, we got off on a total DuckTales rant, but I'm cool with it because that is such a good show. But yes, Gravity Falls is up there too. Gravity Falls, I think Phineas and Ferb is one of the funniest shows that they've ever done.
Good man.
I think it is so funny. I love that it's so formulaic that it got to the point where they did the caveman episode and they literally just talk in like Ugga Buggas the entire time, but you still follow it perfectly because the episodes all up to this point have followed such a formulaic beat that like you know everything that they're saying.
Did you ever notice that the third act of Avengers is a total ripoff of the Phineas and Ferb movie?
The
Phineas and Ferb across the second dimension. That whole third act where there's a blue sky beam shooting up from Avenger Tower is just nearly beat for beat like the end of that Phineas and Ferb movie where the blue sky beam is shooting up from Doofenshmirtz Incorporated.
The only thing I really remember about that movie is the Doofenshmirtz song, because it has my favorite line in the entire thing where he goes, "Do llamas freak you out? What are they, camels or sheep?" And I was like,
I know, Marvin. My favorite joke in Face of Ferb is probably still, was it a plotted plant? Perry the potted plant!
Perry the potted plant! I love with a teenage girl. Perry the teenage girl!
Teenage girl!
I used to back when kids watched Phineas and Ferb, I used to make my cousin's kids laugh by doing the Doofenshmirtz voice.
Nice.
It is one of your best voices.
They'd come and like steal my hat or something like that, and I go, "Curse you, Betty the Platypus!" Gosh, that show is so good. Let's see. Regina Sharp for 10 says this kid needs a shirt. I said shid. This kid needs a shirt that has a glowing spoiler warning sign on it. Sheesh. Yeah, yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Oh my goodness. And Liquid Fox for $2 says, Simulu, I would never hurt you like that. Unreal. We're up to 109 toward our goal, by the way. I love his irrational hatred of pretzels. I loved every Doofenshmirtz emotional backstory. Now, I have not seen the revival. I see Jared Markham out here saying the revival stinks. A lot of episodes I just skipped through because they're so uncomfortable. Oh, why are they leaning into the like identity politics stuff too much? Oh,
Did they take over the world with zinc.
I think I heard that Buford is like gay or something like that in this, the bully character.
Super duper. That's what you need out of an elementary schooler.
Yep. Let alone a bully. I'm assuming they found in 2025, 2026, when this show was made, they found the idea of, a bully as a bully and the kid that he bullies as main characters being problematic.
Oh yeah, probably.
Let's see. Retro Meister for $5 brings us to 114. Says 2 points about DuckTales 2017. 1, the voiceover of Della Duck is from Criminal Minds. I did not know that. 2, Ben Schwartz was Randy Cunningham before being Dewey and Sonic. Randy Cunningham, who is that?
Is that his character from Parks and Rec?
No, that's John Ralphio.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's Randy Cunningham, 9th Grade Ninja. That's a Disney show.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that makes sense. Did you guys see? I mean, I hadn't pulled this as a story for tonight, but did you see that Amy Rose has been cast for the Sonic movie?
Yes.
No, I hadn't heard that.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And it is going to be Kristen Bell.
What do you guys think about that?
I think that's spot on casting. I like Kristen Bell. I've always enjoyed her work, especially as a voice actress. I love her voice stuff. I liked The Good Place. I loved her in Heroes. That's the first time I ever saw her was in Heroes. Now I know Trish is probably trying to materialize right now to scream Veronica Mars at us, but that's where I knew her from. She's in Veronica Mars, right?
Yeah,
she is Veronica Mars.
She is
right?
Veronica Mars.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I thought I saw something that said, was she Anna in Frozen? Am I correct on that?
She was Anna in Frozen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I think that's
she
a
could do the
perfect.
job.
I think she has a perfect voice for Amy. My worry about Amy is not the actor playing her; it's the characterization. Because
we already saw what they did with Sonic and Shadow Generations, where they were censoring the romance. So hopefully the movies get more leeway.
I want like the Amy that's like infatuated with Sonic. I'm your number one fan. Like that version of Amy. I don't want strong, independent woman Amy. But that's what we've been getting.
Not boom
Sonic
Amy.
Games, so. In what was the open world one? Sonic Frontiers?
Yes.
I think so.
She was unbearable in that game. Like she was just, strong, independent woman, Amy.
Need no hedgehog.
Yeah, she don't need no blue. But yeah. So, all right. I think we are all caught up on that. All right. So let's move into our first story of the week. And you know what? This is one that Wizard. So I don't know if you guys checked it out earlier today, but Wizard and I did our first episode of our new Thursday morning stream, Culture Crossfire, this morning. And we had a topic that we were going to try to get to, and we were not able to. So when I found out Wizard was coming on tonight, I was like, oh, cool. We could just get to these topics now. And one of them was, this is from our good friend Hangry Table, aka HT Counter over on thatparkplace.com, the apology tour for Transformers the movie. He wrote his opinion column, No Apology Tour Necessary, Hasbro, why Optimus Prime's death was the best thing to happen to Transformers the movie. So now what Hangry is talking about here, he says, Hot Rod did nothing wrong. Yes, you heard me. I said it, darn it. But now you've likely seen news that Hasbro is rolling out a tongue-in-cheek 1986 apology tour for the 40th anniversary of the Transformers the movie. What are they apologizing for? Killing off Optimus Prime, of course, one of the most beloved and iconic characters in Americana history. During the mythical 80s, Transformers was a societal juggernaut, but what better way to make oodles of money than to make a feature-length cartoon based on your wildly successful property? Thus, Transformers fans went ballistic when they found out that a movie was being made and broke down the cinema doors to see it on opening day. However, what no one was expecting was that 1/3 of the way through the film, spoilers, Optimus Prime, that quintessential father figure to thousands of kids, loses his fight to Megatron and croaks. Let's
Dude, I was just about to watch that.
Let's rewind to that fateful scene on Earth. Optimus Prime has Megatron beaten down, gun in hand, ready to end the war once and for all. But unbeknownst to him, Megatron was just about to shoot him with a conveniently placed blaster. Hot Rod, seeing this, bursts in, gets grabbed, and becomes an unwilling human or Autobot shield. Megatron then shoots Prime in the robo kidneys, and then we get this.
Dang, Hangry, you're like the kid from the interview. Like you're spoiling everything.
Can we talk about how Optimus Prime is killed? So, Wizard, I know you have big opinions on this. What do you think about the death of Optimus Prime in that movie?
I mean, it was traumatizing.
Of course it was.
Like, it was extremely traumatizing. As an adult, I can, like, I understand it. It's okay. But hey, like 5 minutes later, Megatron dies too.
This is true.
And then Starscream dies after that. This movie was brutal.
Ironside dies too, doesn't he, in that one? If I remember
Ironside dies as well. Yes. There's a lot of Transformers that don't live to see the credits on this one.
This movie was an oil bath.
If only
you gotta buy the new toys.
And but I guess I don't know. As an adult, you're like, oh yeah, but they were gonna bring everybody back anyway. Like they're gonna
Right.
bring everybody back. It's just like
Right,
this
but
was
they
the
weren't
movie.
originally.
Well,
this was all about changing out to a new toy line.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So Optimus fades from life on the operating table shortly after, with his body losing its shiny red and blue luster and turning dark as the light flickers out of his eyes. Ever since then, Hot Rod has been constantly thrown under the truck or bus for being the one who killed Optimus. So that Hangry makes the point, Hot Rod acted heroically. He saw his leader in danger and rushed him without hesitation. This is a sometimes foreign concept called courage, not recklessness. His colleague Cup warned him not to interfere, sure, but in the heat of battle, hesitation can be fatal too, as it almost was in this case. Optimus would very likely have been shot anyway. Hot Rod showed gumption, even if he lacked the experience. Death was narratively essential. Killing Optimus wasn't just toy line refreshment, though. Yes, it was also that. It raised the stakes of the film sky high. Don't forget, Optimus wasn't the only casualty. The movie was a relative robotic slaughterhouse. Prowl, Ironhide, Ratchet, Brawn, and even the planet of Lethone wiped out in minutes.
Yes.
Well,
Fully
and then
operational.
Hot Rod gets the Matrix and becomes Rodimus Prime after that.
And I'm annoyed we've never gotten a proper Hot Rod in any of the movies. They relegated They combined Bumblebee and Hot Rod. Why Bumblebee should be Bumblebee and Hot Rod should be Hot Rod.
That is really weird. Because then didn't they kill off Optimus in the movies?
Yeah, but he comes back in the same movie.
Oh, in the same one. I thought it was I thought it was like the next one where he comes back all evil.
No, it's the second movie. He dies in like the end of Act 1, and then he comes back in the final fight for like the last 3 seconds of the final fight and just crushes everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then he's there all the way in 3, and then 4 is like a soft, terrible sequel reboot. 5 is where he's the bad guy.
Okay.
And that's fixed with like nothing. Barely an inconvenience. Those movies suck. They should have stopped after 3.
I liked the first one, and then I saw Revenge of the Fallen, and then I never saw another mainline movie after that. I saw Bumblebee. I thought Bumblebee was good.
Yeah, but Bumblebee didn't know if it was a fresh reboot or continuing into this franchise. Let's keep it as open as possible. Even Rise of the Beast, it's like, well, it might be connected, it might not. The Transformers live actions have no canon attached to them. Each one is its own thing at this point because they're all that bad. But I really like the third one specifically because Act 2 puts you in a position where, firstly, you don't know what's going to happen next, but they make the stakes so high, and then they pay it off well. Like the whole everything with the humans is like kind of annoying, but then it has really good setups and payoffs, and I still appreciate that all these years later. Dark of the Moon was a good movie.
Yeah, I after Revenge of the Fallen, I was out. I was like, I'm not doing these anymore.
Marv, do you know why Revenge of the Fallen had such an awful script?
Why?
Because I guess it was written like during the writer's strike at the time, so they didn't have access to the good writers, so that's why the writing was just abysmal.
So that's why we had the racist Autobots?
Yes.
What about, did they ever do Unicron?
Poorly, twice. They did him twice. He's a cameo at the end of the movie where Optimus is bad. He's like the setup, like, oh, like we're gonna awaken Unicron, and then I think he's in Rise of the Beast, which is the most recent film. I did not see it. At this point, I'm tapped out. You know, Pete Davidson is gonna play a robot. I'm like, I don't care.
Oh, is he really?
I'm not. Yeah, he plays Mirage.
Oh. The main Transformers thing that I love the most is the ride at Universal.
It's a good ride.
It's my favorite ride in Universal proper. Like
the Transformers ride.
Yeah, I love that ride. Look, I get it. It's a clone of Spider-Man.
I was gonna say, you mean Spider-Man the clone?
I like Spider-Man too. I like that ride. That ride's so nice.
I love Spider-Man.
And
you're gonna get shocked.
It is an exact clone.
There will never be a better cue than Spider-Man is Amazing Adventures.
You're taking a dive. With Doc Ock on the loose, this might be the most dangerous night of my life and yours. Cool shades. I love it so much.
Also, my favorite Spider-Man voice actor ever. He did it for the PlayStation games too. He's so good.
It's also like I love the plot of the Spider-Man ride because it's so stupid. Like Doc Ock is like, I've taken the Statue of Liberty. Now surrender the city to me, or it will never be returned. And everyone's like, I guess we got to give him the city because we got to get the Statue of Liberty. Now, I love a good steal the Statue of Liberty story. Don't get me wrong.
Don't you miss that? Don't you miss like the cartoonishness and of like classic superhero of cartoons? Thank you. Yeah. Don't like I miss that a lot, man.
Yeah.
I recently found I have the VHS of Spider-Man during the era when it was Spider-Man and his Amazing Friends, but it's the Spider-Man show. And it's the pilot episode. It's either the first or second episode, and it's Spider-Man versus Dr. Doom. And it's so cheesy. It's Doom is kidnapping the senators for the around the UN so that he can become the president of the world because he's got mind control on all the representatives for the UN. I mean, this is incredible. This is incredible.
Remember Master Mold's brilliant plan? Remove Senator Kelly's brain and replace it with a computer.
Yes.
Nice and simple. Nice and simple.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
I need more Mojo Jojos.
Remember when Krang stole the Statue of Liberty in Turtles in Time?
Yes.
We don't know why he stole it. We don't know what they wanted with it. We just knew that they took it and we had to get it back.
You know, it would be hilarious for New York's reaction to that to be, it's in Jersey anyways.
It does have its back in Jersey, to be fair.
They're the same place as the Jets. They're fine.
All right. So next up, let me just make sure. Let me just see if we have anything else that came through. I think we do. Okay. We read that one. Liquid Fox for $2 says most tragic Transformer death was Dinobot. You're talking about during Beast Wars? Because yes, it was. But hey, you know what? I should play that thing you sent me, Wizard, because I still haven't watched it.
Yes,
Dinobot.
we should watch that now that we have the Nolan and Martin here.
Yes. Hold on. Let me.
What is this? I loved.
Be scared.
So this is Seedance 2.0 created Dinobots, and I was instructed not to watch this so that we could watch it on the air.
All right.
So let's see. Wizard says this is really good.
Yes.
All right, here we go. What?
Why couldn't we have this?
I'm amazed that the AI is doing such intricate transformations, personally.
It's really good on Transformers.
Yeah. Wow.
Good Lord.
That is crazy.
Why couldn't we have this in live action? Why did they have to, oh, we're going to do our own spin on it because we're Hollywood and we know better than those stupid chud fans out there. We're going to make Megatron look like, we're going to make our Transformers look so difficult to look at that you can't possibly understand what it is that you're looking at.
Right. And then like make Hugo Weaving be the voice instead of the guy who, you know, voiced him in the cartoon. But with Optimus being Peter Cullen, wasn't it because like they did a poll as to who should play Optimus Prime and there was a write-in campaign for Peter Cullen that was so massive that they were like, oh, I guess it's gotta be this guy.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
I
sure
think that's right.
the case.
Did any of you see Andre from Midnight's Edge video on how it was a He-Man thing and how a lot of the He-Man controversy seems to him to be driven by Amazon's marketing department, and they just don't respect any of this stuff.
Yeah.
They think all this stuff is silly.
Yeah. Yeah. He hit the nail on the head with it. So I want to see more of what they're doing with these 905.
There's a sequel video.
Yeah, I saw both. We have both of them queued up.
Crew blocks ain't doing spots. Combine. Volcanics, attack. All right, now.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Now, obviously, it's not perfect.
Right.
No.
Obviously, there's flaws with it. We're still 2 years out from it being like suitable, but why couldn't they do this from the start?
Do you remember when South Korea first started to try to make entertainment and export, and they made that D-Wars movie, Dragon Wars D-War?
Yes, I saw that. I saw that.
The animation is about on par with that. The difference is this was done in an afternoon.
Yeah. It's a good point.
All right.
You know, this was done for like maybe $40 tops.
Let's see.
I think this is the same one.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just the
gotcha. Okay, so there wasn't a
the,
I mean,
Zords
come on, man. That's
combining.
insane. That's utterly insane.
Mm-hmm. That's great stuff. I'm very excited about. Marv, was it you who had an article where it mentioned that a lot of people were criticizing that a lot of the stuff is people making fan fiction?
I don't think I wrote about that.
Okay, something I was reading that was pointed out that we have all this technology at our disposal, and what people are making is fan fiction, which is true. This is Transformers fan fiction, but it's also a proof of concept to get eyeballs on it real quick.
I mean, look, Witcher and I talked about this a bit this morning, and I said I don't think that it's actual people using Seedance 2.0. I think it's ByteDance putting all these clips out.
I think that's correct. Yeah.
Because
I agree with that too.
I tried to figure out how to use it, and there's no way to actually use it. And I think that the plan here was we're going to put out all of these clips. Hollywood is going to freak out and demand we stop. We will then say that we stop. And when we put this on the market, this is the AI so powerful, Hollywood doesn't want you to have it.
That's a good marketing strategy.
Yep, because you've shown what it can do now in a way that went viral instantly. I mean, the number of like Seedance 2.0 compilation videos that hit my YouTube feed is insanity.
And weren't you trying to figure out how to get access to it?
I was, yeah, and there was no way. Like you couldn't download it, you couldn't sign up for it, you couldn't even pay for it.
Literally a take my money.
My thing is, I have no problem with fans using these things like this because at the end of the day, you're just making a fun clip to put on social media that shouldn't be a threat to the Hollywood system. It's just fans using something, and people are like, it's not art. I'm like, it doesn't have to be art. It's, hey, I had this cool idea. Look at it.
Was I Love Lucy art?
I'm not trying to make sense.
It was fun.
Yeah. Okay, so this came up. We were talking about it on the Pro Show last night, and there are people all around the world that have all these ideas. They have stories they've outlined. They have stories they've written, and they have no means to make the movies that are in their heads. They just don't. They don't have the money or the connections, or they live in Kansas and they're not on the East or West Coast where they make the movies. Okay. What are these people going to do? What are they supposed to do? These are tools that we are learning the capability of these tools through fan fiction today.
Yeah.
Right. In fact, it's the fans with the fan fiction that are pushing the agenda and forcing this technology to get better. But what happens on the other end of it? It's not going to be constantly Transformers. It's not going to be constantly Star Wars. Eventually, it's going to be a kid on a laptop who makes the next, not Lord of the Rings, but the next Lord of the Rings level of, oh my gosh, that was incredible. What a wonderful story. And that's what I'm here for. Because it just, look at even what we just watched. It's Dinobots running through the city. It's live action Dinobots that look like they're out of G1, which is what everyone wants.
And people are like, AI slop. I'm like, what is slop about what we're seeing with this? Like, it's and nobody's trying to charge you to buy a ticket for it. Like if somebody was trying to charge you to buy a ticket for something where somebody's arm phases through a car, okay, that's a problem. This is a free little video on YouTube. Chill out.
Oh, well, because everybody's got their opinions.
Batman
They got to
punch Captain America or Captain America punch Batman. That's cool. Here it is.
Yeah. We are on the bleeding edge of the paradigm. Well, here's really what it is. Most of the people that are complaining AI slop have been programmed to think that. Okay, they don't actually give a crap. They're saying what they believe they have to say.
No, they care. They're afraid of being replaced is the problem.
Oh, no. You're talking about
he's talking about the civvies.
I'm talking about the normies.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you meant the actual ones. Go for it.
No. I'm talking about the normies that have been programmed to say whatever it is that everybody else is already saying.
Oh, I get you there. I agree.
Then you have the artists who actually have moral stake in the game, right? They have a dog in this fight because they are the ones that are at risk of losing their jobs. I understand that.
Agreed.
But then you have a third camp, which is Hollywood and the entertainment companies and the gaming companies, and they are full of crap, and they are going to change their tune on this the moment all of those deals that Marvin was talking about are struck. The moment all of those checks clear, corporate Hollywood is 1,000,000,000% on board with AI. 1,000,000,000%.
They're already using it.
He was like, Pro did an article where he said the way this is going to go is this is just they're all going to license out to different AI companies. That's like what this is right now.
Yeah. You're going to see AI companies popping up, like startups that's their artists. They're like their production companies, but they're just AI production companies. And that's what a Marvel is going to get outsourced to. That's what a Star Wars is going to get outsourced to. It's a AI futuristic ABC located in Kansas now.
So some people were using this in interesting ways. Like, remember a couple months ago, did you guys see the Martin Luther King Jr. WWE video?
Oh, yes.
There were multiple where he turns heel.
You want to know the truth? I ain't got no dreams no more. I am the dream.
Did he just say that? The crowd is turning on him.
That is definitely a WWE line.
Yep. They did, but they did Mr. Rogers turns heel, I think too. Hold on. Let me see if I can find Mr. Rogers one. Yeah, Mr. Rogers turns heel.
Have you seen the Ninja Turtles wrestling one?
Yes, I've seen that one.
You hear that? You think you're my neighbors? Look at you. You're not my neighbors. You're a bunch of strangers who wouldn't even be welcome on my street. You disgust me. You hear that? You think you're my neighbor?
Don't show
Mr.
that to
Rogers,
Jonas.
no. I love it. I love it. I love the ML came over. He's just like, the only dream I got now is me holding up that WWE championship belt. Oh, it's like that is like that was I love the people like we got our hands on this technology. What's the first thing we want to do? What if Mr. Rogers joined the NWO? Like
what are the two most offensive things we could possibly do with this technology?
All right, so here's one for you guys because this one made my head explode today. Star Trek artist claims fans review bombing Starfleet Academy could kill the franchise.
Oh no!
And saying you all need to
dead,
stop.
Jim.
So the finger isn't being pointed at bots, trolls, or some shadowy cabal of angry YouTubers. It's being pointed directly at the fans. Christopher Cushman here, artist from Star Trek, says negative review bombing of Academy likely to end the possibility of shows like Legacy, as well put Trek into 10 to 15 years of hiatus. Honestly, with much of the negative rhetoric coming out before the airing of the first episode based on the trailer and stills, is his bottom line here. If fans actually succeed in tanking Starfleet Academy, most likely the outcome will be Legacy becomes less likely. Trek TV enters a cooling off period. Executives grow wary of the audience. The franchise loses momentum and budget. And the best way to get Star Trek Legacy would be to demonstrate that Star Trek as a whole is still worth investing in, not to prove that even devoted fans will abandon it. Then make good Star Trek.
In what universe does watching this show make the current producers of Star Trek go, oh, you know what they want is Legacy?
Yeah. So
on top of that, the complaints that people react negatively to the trailers and things that come out before the show, what's the point of a trailer if not to give you a flavor of what the show is going to be?
Exactly. And by the way, what everyone thought this show was going to be is what this show is.
Yeah, garbage.
Yeah. So you see here, the Rotten Tomatoes, I took the screen cap today, 88% positive, 45% rotten from fans. So critics versus fans, again, we've seen this before. When a show earns near universal praise from Access Media while landing below 50% with actual subscribers, it isn't actually evidence of sabotage. It's often evidence of a deep tonal disconnect between what critics reward and what paying audiences actually enjoy. And calling that review bombing is convenient, but also dismissive. We saw it in the Nielsen ratings, guys. We saw these Nielsen ratings came out, the Starfleet Academy's premiere week with the 2-episode premiere. Not one blip on this at all. For a franchise show with decades of brand recognition, it's not a minor hiccup. It's a red flag. Also, to add to that, it had disaster-free YouTube rollout, no meaningful staying power. So this was all just review bombing. People would actually still be watching it, but this is why this argument falls apart, and I wanted to get your opinions on this. The central claim is emotional, not analytical. If fans keep hammering Academy, the franchise could collapse into another long hiatus. Okay, well, there's an implicit moral pressure in that argument. Support the show or else, or you're going to lose Star Trek altogether. It says here, if Trek fails, fans will have an equal share. If Trek fails, fans will have an equal share in that outcome. My past criticism has always been vocal about the destruction of TOS storylines. Academy is 1,000 years in the future and poses little to no risk to that continuity. If you hate it, don't watch. That's what they're doing. Fans do not owe a franchise positive reviews. They don't owe it artificially inflated audience scores, and they certainly don't owe it loyalty to a direction they don't recognize. If anything, artificially propping it up isn't resonating. A show that isn't resonating only ensures more of the same creative direction continues unchecked, and that's what we don't want. This is, I think, because of the streaming wars. They overspent on IP. They pumped out constant franchise installments. They kept the prices low while the volume increased, and they maintained this perpetual engagement. And we all got IP fatigue. We got it with Star Wars. We got it with Marvel, and now Star Trek. It is that old adage, how can I miss you if you won't go away? And by the way, Star Trek will go away for 10 to 15 years. Good! It needs to.
How about
those series do?
After this, go ahead.
No. You're gonna make a better point than me.
After Discovery, after Picard, after Lower Decks, and all of this nonsense, all the way up to Starfleet Academy, it needs to go away. You have to miss it for a decade and then bring it back. And in that decade, examine why this failed.
I would take it the next extreme step. That's where I'm at now. I think Star Trek can die forever, and I think Star Wars can die forever. And I think they need to be held up as corpses that have been killed by Hollywood for the sake of their own hubris with the writers and producers, and we know better than you, and we get to tell you how you need to live and how you need to think and how you need to feel. And I think Star Trek should go away for good. I don't want it back. I don't want Star Wars back. Now, granted, I'm not a Star Trek fan, so I know some people may feel very differently to that. I respect that opinion, but I think we need to start seeing some heads fall off. That's what we need. We need some real change, and the best way to get that is for this franchise, for fans to walk away in such a unison that they go, "Oh my gosh, it's dead, and we can't do anything with it. We will lose money."
That's what we're starting to see.
And we're getting to a point where, and this is, I've talked about this. I know Gary's talked about this, actually agreeing with me, which was pretty cool. He shouted me out in his video. This is a sign that the Warner Brothers Paramount deal is not good, because the Ellisons should have publicly ended this show mid-season. They should have ended it mid-season. Oh, well, we've got all these problems and contracts that we have to settle them. Pay out whatever it is. Ellisons, you got money. You got big money. You got all these hundreds of billions of dollars to buy Warner Brothers. You got a few $1 million to save Star Trek. You know, the thing you acquired Paramount for to save. You talked about it like you were going to save it. What are you doing?
Buy this idiot's contract out first thing. Get rid of him.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's not the right move, but I do have a question for you. What do you think the downstream effect that would have been with the Warner Brothers deal?
Like if they acquired Warner Brothers, why I think it's a bad move?
No. What I mean is, does canceling a show because it's not successful, but okay, so for us, it's because it's not successful. For Hollywood, you remember the freak out when Batgirl got written down?
Yeah.
Written off.
That was a freak out.
Yeah, remember when they instantly got over it though?
Right. But the freak out was a couple of days of people complaining about, it's finished and let the artists do their work, that kind of thing. But with the Ellisons being perceived to be politically one thing, I'm not entirely sure how much of that is really true and how much of it is posturing or temporary allegiances. I don't know, because I don't care. But what I'm getting at is that the move of canceling a show like this that is politically whatever it is, does that affect Hollywood being able to say, you can't give it to the Ellisons because they're MAGA or whatever?
They already are. But all the Ellisons would have needed to do was to make a public statement saying, hey, actually, we're ending the show. Our internal numbers are coming back. It is not because Paramount's a private company, so they don't have to settle to the shareholders. They don't have to worry about the share price declining. So all they could, which annoys me even more, because they have the most power in Hollywood, because they can do whatever they want, but they're still playing it safe. They're barely playing at all. What they could have done is said, hey, our internal numbers show that this show is actually damaging the brand. We are paying out big bucks to Kurtzman and everybody in the previous regime. Remember, we didn't make this show. We inherited it from the previous management. We're paying everyone off. This show is done. We're decanonizing it. We are going to be reinvigorating Star Trek. We'll see it in 5 years. We're going to be working on it. Right. That's the level of passion we have going in. We want to make sure that every franchise is successful and all audiences love it. Guys, take that. I just gave you the words.
Right. And I think that's great signaling for us, but I'm not sure in their business world that's great signaling for the next deal. That's all I'm getting at.
I think it shows. I think it's a muscle show of strength. What are you going to do? Oh, we're going to pick it. We're going to strike Paramount. All right, we're switching to AI. Bye bye. We don't need you anymore.
Yep.
They have more power right now to stranglehold this industry than they ever have in history. Because it doesn't matter if so-and-so wants to pull out. We own the Paramount franchises, and we're about to own the Warner Brothers franchises. We got all the money in the world. We own TikTok. We own Oracle. We've got all the money in the world. We'll just keep raising the amount of money we're willing to spend because our end goal is complete control of media. I mean, that's a whole other conversation. But spare no expense, muscle them down. They have no leverage. Oh, we're going to strike you. Okay, you're replaced. AI, take over. Great, thanks. Bye-bye. Goodbye, Matthew McConaughey.
Well, and it doesn't even have to be AI. You just go out and you hire writers like Larry Correia and Johnny Ringo who are writing alternate stuff to the mainstream. Guys, people who are proven with track records, and you go, okay, why don't you guys give us something? Let's do a Monster Hunter International show or something like that.
Right.
You don't have to reinvent the wheel. A lot of people are out there who already tap you into alternate markets.
Also,
I think that I'm a firm proponent. In most corporate business, there's the philosophy that you have to really work with people and you got to really be willing to hear everybody out, and you got to work by committee, and you got to work, that's part of the conversation around diversity is not necessarily like the color of your skin, but it's like diversity of thought, right? And I think we're in a world now where we don't have the luxury of that anymore. We don't have the luxury of hearing out everybody's ideas. We need leaders who are going to get things done, and the Ellisons aren't getting anything done.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of that mindset comes from trying to take small team leadership and expand that out into larger stuff. Because with small team leadership, you do need to create buy-in. And so you listen to your trusted people, you let everybody have their say, and then you go, all right, I've heard you all. This is what we're doing.
Right. That's exactly it.
Yeah. With big team leadership or with industrial size leadership, this is the direction we're going. And if it doesn't work out, we're going to pivot quickly.
I also think it's the best way you're going to get people back. And I don't mean just people back for Star Trek. People, just normal folks, are dying for a story worth caring about again.
Yep.
And it's like we watch the news and you doom scroll onto there is nothing to be excited about. It's just constantly the world's at war, things are bad, political this, religious that, things are rough. But if you were to give and people want to be entertained again, right? But the movies and the shows aren't good. The games aren't good enough anymore. They put a video out on that today. The games are not good enough, and there's a lot of reasons for that. But if you had some leadership in Hollywood that said, no, we're going to do things radically different, and the world's a stage, now you've got the eyeballs of everyone on the planet paying attention.
Yeah.
And they would see what Star Trek new looks like. They would see what the, new whatever the case is looks like, or, new Transformers. I think that's Paramount, if I'm not mistaken. Right? What does all this new stuff look like under the Ellisons? I'm going to give it a shot. And you would have curiosity.
I agree. Well, I mean, look at how popular Night of the Seven Kingdoms is right now among people, because even though it's part of an established IP, It's a new story that people are not very familiar with yet. Yes, it's from a book, but like it's a story people aren't familiar with. It's not a remake of something, and it's about just a good man, like a good, honorable man and a kid. And people are like, yeah, this is simple. It speaks to us. I like it. It's not trying to shove anything down my throat. It actually allows you to decompress and escape reality for a little bit. It doesn't bring you crashing back down. There's nothing that breaks the illusion. Like, you know, it had one of the most like realistic, like night versus night battle scenes this week I've ever seen, where it was just a lot of like grappling in the mud. Like it's not like the gallant, like Aragorn swinging at the Urukai. But I mean, guys, it's wild to be like to the fans, you're killing Star Trek with your opinions, when this man on the screen, Alex Kurtzman, has been killing it for years. That is actually where you have to direct your ire. That's where you have to direct the blame. It's Alex Kurtzman, and it always has been. And the other problem is that we can't let IPs ever rest, right? When something comes out and you hate it, there's already something else with that same tonal vision already in the pipeline. So if you are going to correct something, so let's say you were going to correct Star Wars after the Acolyte, well, you already still had Mando and Grogu and the Skeleton Crew in the pipeline. That was already being made. So even if you were going to take a complete tonal shift, you still have more things that are just going to push more and more people away. It's Paul Heyman said it about ECW at one point. He said they were dead, but they couldn't find any cover, so they were just out in the open taking bullet after bullet after bullet. And that's 100% what's happening with these IPs right now. It's what's happening with Marvel. Too much content in the pipeline. They were not able to pivot away from the MCU nearly fast enough. It happened with Star Wars, and that's how IPs die. And this is a dying IP. Make no mistake about it.
Well, and the argument, I guess it's an old argument at this time that, hold on one second, I got to sneeze.
Bless you.
I apologize. But the argument that you should be happy you're getting all this Star Trek, but it's like a monkey's paw wish kind of thing. It's not the Star Trek we asked for. And it's clearly from the numbers, not what people want. Everybody, okay, not everybody, obviously, but the apologists say, be happy because you're getting this thing with this name on it. But it's not the thing we wanted. We wanted stories like Kirk and Spock and Picard and Cisco, and these are wildly different men doing very different things, but there was a unifying element to that universe. This, whatever X element that is, this doesn't have it. So it's not Star Trek. And so when you say, if you don't buy into this, you won't get any more Star Trek, we're not getting it now. So that's not a threat.
Right.
Nintendo did the same thing with Chibi Robo Ziplash, if you remember. Like, they came out with a side-scrolling game as a sequel to like a 3D platforming GameCube game years ago, and it was radically different, got all this hate, and they came out of the woodworks and like, man, guys, you don't buy this new game, might never see another Chibi Robo again. And it's like, you can't. The fans are the one things keeping the oxygen going when they're on the death table at this point. Why would you tell them, like, you got to buy our subpar thing or else you're going to turn back on it forever? It just doesn't make any sense.
It makes no sense. You're right. Yep, you are correct. All right, guys, we have some super chats to get to here. Retro Meister for $5 says, too bad Transformers 1 couldn't be more like Prime, which is the last good, if not the best Transformers show since Beast Wars I'll ever watch. I never watched Prime. Was it actually good? Did anyone watch it?
I didn't watch it, but I did see Transformers 1.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people speak positively about Transformers 1.
I liked it.
I don't care for it at all. I didn't care for it. It wasn't bad, but we've seen this before.
Right. But I liked that it. Okay. If I had watched it without my kids, I would have had a very different experience. But my kids walked out of there fans of Transformers.
That's cool. That's
nice.
cool. I appreciate that. That's nice.
Did more than The Force Awakens did for a lot of kids.
Douglas Nutt for $5 says, if each time they, the audience, walk through a door and they get punched in the face, eventually they stop going through that door. These are the words of the great and powerful Disparu. And it's 100% right. If you have you hammer these people over and over and over again, and you give them these unpleasant experiences, and they just stop coming. And that's what has happened, and that's what they're going to find out when they put out The Mandalorian and Grogu in theaters. Kamchi for $2 says, going to send, I think, feedback message to Paramount for TMNT and Sonic. Yeah, they are. I mean, they canceled plans for The Last Ronin because they're trying to develop more of a family-friendly Turtles. I don't have a problem with that. I think the Turtles should be family-friendly. I didn't really want like a gritty R-rated Ninja Turtles.
There is a place for it. You could have done the video game that they said that they were doing a long time ago. And
video game.
That would have been. They should have done there was talks about that years ago, and then it was like, oh, now we're doing a Last Ronin movie. No, that doesn't belong as a movie. It should be family-friendly movies.
I cannot imagine
Last Ronin should be a game series.
I can't imagine a world where there's a Ninja Turtles movie in theaters that you can't bring a kid to.
Exactly. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. But that's the weird thing, because Ninja Turtles didn't start as family-friendly fare.
Yeah, but it's been that for 30, 40 years.
No, I get it.
It's like 40 years now.
You spend what, 5 to 10 years as something more gritty, and then 30 years as something for family-friendly. You're a family-friendly brand at that point, and that's who buys the toys, and that's what Ninja Turtles are made to sell toys.
Right.
Crazy. The movie had its 30th anniversary like 5 years ago.
I know. Bookstore Thor, remember, for 5 months, said before the 60s, series used to just end. Yeah.
Well said.
We haven't had 5 I Dream of Jeannie reboots. Retro Meister for $5 is, speaking of Paramount, I believe Scream 7 will course correct after the despicable 2 films that tried to retcon Wes Craven's lore into fan fiction. If only Trish were here.
She could speak for hours.
She would. Retro Meister, remind me on an episode where Trish is here to bring this up to her again. She's probably going to watch the replay of this, and I'm going to get an all caps Instagram message later tonight with the Scream 7. There was a Scream 7 question, and I'm not there. So yeah, that's what's going to probably happen.
Is it because I'm here? Trish, is that it? Is it because I'm here that she's not here?
You're here because Trish isn't here.
I know, but it's just like, did she know? Like, did she like sense my presence being here? And she's like, I'm not doing that.
Maybe she was just like, I sense a darkness in the Force.
Yeah, I feel attacked.
Yeah,
I feel very offended.
No sunshine.
I'm taking it personally now.
It feels something like,
please, no, covered with scorpions, covered with scorpions.
No, covered with scorpions. Get them off me.
It's not the same to do that without Trish here, because it annoys her so much.
I love that show.
It's so good and so bad at the same time, because I've been rewatching it lately, and I'm just like, man, like the action sequences in this as a kid I thought were so good. And they're really
come
not.
on. Wolverine is the best in that show, because he's like, when you're a kid, you think he's like awesome and cool, and he's like, he's going to be in every fight, but I'm going to give you these, and he pulls out his claws, but they're not going to have him actually be cutting through people
unless they're robots.
Unless they're robots. So he's constantly getting ragdolled.
Mm-hmm.
Constantly.
And they never have Magneto actually like use magnetism against him with his skeleton in that.
Right.
Never.
My wife,
they do it.
My wife pointed out that he says Cajun in this derogatory tone, like I say Yankee.
Yes.
Out of the way, Gumbo.
Is the pacing as bad in the X-Men cartoon as it is in the 90s Spider-Man cartoon as an adult?
Yeah, it's the same.
Oh god.
It's the same exact thing.
I think it's great for the fact it's 20-minute episodes.
No, I don't dislike it. I'm just saying, like, it's not as cool as I thought it was when I was a kid. I still like quite a few episodes of it. I just got to the Phoenix Saga, and I'm excited to dive into that.
Yeah, there's the Nightcrawler episode is my favorite one. I think that's my favorite episode.
The one where he preaches the gospel to Wolverine.
Yes,
and gives him Wolverine the Bible at the end.
Yes, he gives Wolverine a Bible. Wolverine's in church. It's at the very
It's
end.
touching.
It's great.
Yes.
You know, and the Mung tries to burn down everything and kill Nightcrawler, and they overcome that. It's a great episode.
It's a good episode. All right, guys, let's get into this one. Gina Carano will fight Ronda Rousey in Netflix Super Fight, historic women's MMA showdown. There you see the graphic that they released. Long-awaited women's MMA super fight dream bout is about to become a reality as Ronda Rousey prepares to step into the cage against Gina Carano, a matchup years in the making that will headline Netflix's first ever live MMA broadcast. The bout, announced Tuesday, is scheduled for May 16th at the Inuit Dome in Inglewood, California, and will be contested at the featherweight limit of 145 pounds across five 5-minute rounds using 4-ounce gloves. The event marks not only Rousey's return to mixed martial arts after nearly a decade away, but also a major entry into the live fight sports for Netflix. Now, Rousey, who I used a picture of her in WWE here just because I knew it would piss her off, who is 39, holds a professional record of 12-2 with 9 submissions and 3 knockouts, and was once the defining face of the UFC women's division. Now, here's the other thing about Ronda. She was bludgeoned into retirement. Like, she has explicitly stated in the past that, like if she would get jabbed, she would go blind. Ooh. So I don't know how she got cleared to do this, but says she's returning and doing so against one of the most recognizable names from women's MMA's formative years. It's been waiting so long to announce this. Me and Gina Carano are going to throw down in the biggest super fight in women's combat sports history, and we're partnering with the Fighter First Promotion MVP, which is Jake Paul, as well as the biggest and baddest streamer on the planet, Netflix. This is all for MMA fans, past, present, and future. More to come. Now, the big news here. Gina Carano steps back into the cage. 43 years old, enters the fight with a professional record of 7-1, including 3 knockouts and 1 submission victory. She last competed in 2009, suffering a loss to Chris Cyborg, who was on steroids, which was eventually proven. I think that loss should actually be stricken from Gina's record before shifting her focus fully to acting. Carano went on to appear in films such as The Expendables 3, Furious 7, and Entourage, as well as the Disney Plus series The Mandalorian. Her exit, obviously, we all know.
Expendables 3? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, she was in it.
Wasn't Ronda Rousey in that too?
I might have made a mistake, but I think Gina. No, I think Gina was. I think because I double checked it. I'm pretty sure Gina was in it. Oh. But Rousey was in one of them.
Rousey was in one of them. Maybe it was the second one.
Yeah. She says, Ronda came to me and said there's only one person she would make a comeback for, and it has been her dream to make this fight happen between us. So yeah, this is happening, guys.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it though. Netflix obviously puts on a show that delivers eyeballs, but I haven't been impressed with their combat sports tickets.
Mm-hmm. You didn't like seeing Mike Tyson's butt?
By the way, I was wrong on that. By the way, Ronda Rousey was in Expendables 3. That's a mistake that I made in the article. It happens occasionally. I had their stuff written down in my notes, and I was just going through, and I must have pulled from the Ronda.
Carano was in Haywire at that time, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
I think it's a good matchup. Okay, so Rousey's weakness at the end there was exposed to be striking under pressure, defensive striking under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And Carano was a striker. So,
yes,
but they've both had several years to figure out a new game. So who knows?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think so. My take on this fight is, if it stays vertical, then Gina has the advantage. If it goes down to the mat, then Ronda has the advantage.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Off the top of my head, I don't know who's got the reach. It seems like Carano.
I would assume Gina has the reach on her. But
five rounds. That's not bad for this kind of fight.
But here's my thing, though. Netflix keeps doing these fights with all these retired fighters who, like probably shouldn't be fighting. Like, how long until somebody actually gets seriously injured?
Yeah, that was one thing I was thinking about. I love Gina, but she's a 42-year-old woman, and I know she's been getting into, she could be getting trim for months now.
Yeah, that's some people are like, oh, they're gonna have time to get into shape. I'm like, guys, Gina Carano didn't find out about this today. Like,
yeah,
we found out about it. They've known for months. She's probably been in training for months.
They've been training, yeah.
Yeah, well, you remember a few weeks ago, she had tweeted something about how much weight she lost, and on the show we were talking about, she's getting into fighting weight for a movie or something. Well, it turns out she was actually getting into fighting weight for this. She's known this is coming up, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm definitely going to be watching this with bated breath. I am so excited. My first reaction was, oh my God, go Gina, go. Like, because Ronda Rousey is an insane human being who says insane, terrible things. She bashed wrestling after wrestling gave her millions upon millions of dollars. She bashes wrestling fans all the time. So I'm just like, and I bash wrestling fans too, and they've given me a lot of money, but I have, but no, like Ronda, like she bashes wrestling as like an art form, and that I hate. Like she clearly has no respect for it. And from what I've heard in wrestling, she did not like to lose very much. Like she was one of those ones that took it very seriously. So I want to see Gina kick her head into the third row. Here's the thing. I don't think this is going to be one of those things where it's like, oh, it ended in a draw. Like, I don't think either of them are going to go for that. And I don't think the audience is going to go for that. And I think after the Tyson-Jake Paul fight, Netflix is not going to do another one of these highly choreographed fights again.
I think Gina needs to win this because it's going to send her straight back into the zeitgeist. Like Ronda Rousey, as you said, like she says crazy things. Everybody already knows that she's crazy, but Gina's kind of been quiet after everything with Star Wars and Disney. Like that's all kind of played out, right? But if you want to see Gina like shotgun straight into the like movies and or television, or take her pick of whatever like she wants, she wins this fight, and now she's a household name again.
If they made a movie about Gina Carano and her life, this would be how the movie would end if she wins this fight.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, this is the documentary fight that she wins, and then that's the end of the movie, Nolan. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. You should do a video on that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah. So somebody who is not a big fan of this fight, though, is UFC fighter Sean Strickland. Now, I don't know if you guys saw this today, but he went on a tear and, slams Bad Bunny, Ronda Rousey, and Gina Carano in explosive UFC Media Day rant. I mean, this one got bad, guys. So he was sitting there. So during UFC Media Day in Houston, the former middleweight champion Sean Strickland delivered a string of comments that targeted Bad Bunny, Ronda Rousey, and Gina Carano using language that has already ignited backlash. So what did he say about Ronda? He says, Ronda Rousey can fight. That B can fight. I think she lost a few fights to her ex, but B can fight.
Ooh.
Now, of course, that is referencing Ronda's past abusive relationship.
That's a rough one.
Yeah, he then said no one gives an F about women's sports. Says there's nothing wrong with women. They do great things. They cook, they clean.
Ow.
He also says,
wow.
I like Gina. She's like super conservative. She was hot, I was like a kid when she fought. I may have done stuff once in a while back in the day. And then on Bad Bunny, he said, I think they all get together around a table and say, you know what, guys, how do we ruin this sport? How do we gay it up? Why don't we bring in a gay foreigner who doesn't speak effing English and have him perform? And he also used the F slur when describing Bad Bunny in a press conference.
It's like listening to Marge Schott back when she on the Reds.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my gosh. The Billy West, when he would do the Marge Schott impression on Howard Stern, was one of the, I would laugh until I cried. But not a thing you can play on YouTube. So Paramount just signed a 7-year, $7.7 billion deal with UFC, with TKO, making Paramount Plus the exclusive home for UFC. Now, Paramount is under a lot of pressure. Guys, I'm going to tell you something right now. Unless every sponsor threatens to pull out of this event, Paramount is not pulling him from this thing, because what they have just done is Pro Wrestling 101. They created the ultimate heel of 2026, because now all of these people are going to watch this event to hopefully want to see him get beat up. And if he doesn't get beat up, they're going to be even madder.
Yeah.
Rematch
There's going to be another fight with more money.
Like the Paul brothers.
Yeah. Well, so the guy he's fighting, I think it's Andrew Hernandez he's fighting on Saturday night. He did like a picture of him where he was in his opponent was in a sombrero and he was an ICE agent, like dragging him away. And Andrew Hernandez was like, I'm going to torture him in the octagon. I'm like, this is all wrestling. It's all a wrestling promo. Like he's saying this like for real about real people, but I think they're trying to use it as promotion for the fight. I think he was told to go out there and shoot his mouth off, and he probably went like way further than they wanted him to go.
Can you imagine the insane stuff Muhammad Ali would say if he was fighting today?
Oh yeah.
Just to get a rise out of people.
Yeah.
Or just to sell a few more tickets.
Absolutely.
Yeah, his Muhammad Ali would. I'm kind of glad he's not around now, because his level of, his use of words was a craft at that time that would not perform. It would be dirty now. It would be, he would be kind of gross now if he was in this kind of climate and culture, right?
I'm not
Look
sure
what Sean
he would
Strickland
have,
said versus what Muhammad Ali was able to get away with.
But Muhammad Ali was sort of riffing off, was it Gorgeous George, the old-timey wrestler?
Yes.
Right.
He was riffing on Gorgeous George, and then Dusty Rhodes riffed on Muhammad Ali.
Mm-hmm.
So it all kind of feeds each other. It's all just that charismatic presence. And, sometimes, look, I think Sean Strickland actually believes the things that he says, but I think he also knows that, like, controversy creates cash, to quote Eric Bischoff. And, like, at the end of the day, he's apparently, when asked about this, Dana White was literally just like, guys, if you don't want him to say this stuff, don't ask him these questions.
There's nothing like must-see TV is seeing the person you don't like getting beat the crap up. I mean, people love seeing Tom Brady lose back in the day.
These reporters who, go on and on and on about how offended they are. They're the ones that ask him these questions, and this is the response they want.
Yeah, but if they got Dana to react to it, that's another news cycle they get to milk out of it.
Yeah, I don't
it's
know
all about creating headlines.
I don't know if the Dana quote that I saw was from like a previous interview, because Sean Strickland has a,
what, he's done this before?
Yeah, he has a history of kind of shooting his mouth off, not to this extent, where he dropped the slur, but honestly, I think if he didn't drop the slur, I would be like, this is a 100% heel promo. Like that was kind of where I was just like, okay, he went further than is typically allowed in these scenarios there. But I'm telling you, man, if they don't pull him from this event, and I don't think they're gonna, people will be watching this fight because they're all gonna want to see him get his butt handed to him.
People are gonna watch this, but people are absolutely gonna watch the Gina Carano fight.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think they're gonna watch that in droves more than this fight.
I want to do live commentary for it.
I think my wife will want to watch it.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of people are gonna watch that. Normies, like people that are disconnected, like are gonna be interested in that one, because Gina Carano is pretty high profile for a while there.
She is.
I'm not even an MMA guy, and I'm interested.
Right. Same.
So right now they're doing the whole like, oh my gosh, I love Gina Carano so much. I love Ronda Rousey so much. I can't wait till we're like a month out from the fight when they have to start cutting the promos on each other.
Yeah. It's going to be good.
Part of me wants to say they're going to be friendly about it, but that's stupid. That's not going to happen.
Hey, here's my question. Is Bad Bunny gay?
Maybe. Who knows? I wouldn't be surprised. I also don't care. With Bad Bunny, I just don't care. I don't listen to
Apparently
his
he's
music
not. Yeah, I just looked it up. Apparently he's not. So, whatever.
Congrats. I guess.
No, I mean, because like he called him that. Because I'm like, is he? Never mind. I'm not going to get into it. But
congratulations.
All right, we've got some super chats here to get to. Retromeister for 5 says, like Gina, Rhonda was canceled by the mob during the making of MK11. She was critical of T's in sports, which reduced her role as Sonya Blade big time. I did hear about that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she plays Sonya Blade in
Mortal Kombat 11?
In Mortal Kombat 11, yeah.
Wow, didn't know that.
Yeah. Rhonda's a big geek. Like, she's a big Dragon Ball person, stuff like that, too.
Oh,
so, like,
and Warcraft.
Yeah. And BPE with the BPE special, $20 and no comment. We love you, BPE. Thank you very much, my brother. Shout out. Yep. All right, guys. That about wraps us for this evening. Wizard, thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming in and filling in. We were a little shorthanded today, and now this is we're 2 for 2 today, man. We've had 2 good streams today.
Yeah, no, that is great. Thank you for having me. Happy to jump in. I'm still very upset that Trish did not appear on the show because I was going to be here. I'm taking it personally.
You and the audience both.
Yeah, we're both upset.
But Wizard, tell them where they can find more of what you're up to.
I am the real life fake wizard here on YouTube, and a few other places, but mostly here on YouTube.
All right, Nolan Thunder, where can folks find out more about you and what you're up to?
You can find me over on the YouTube channel at Nolan Thunder with my series Lost in the Files, where I talk about video game mysteries. Here lately, I've been posting a lot of updates to the channel, teasing the next episode of my series, which will hopefully be dropping in like about a month or so.
Awesome. Martin Stone, what have you been up to?
I feel like somebody has to say, but
the old Trish special.
I am one of the Lost guys with Nolan and Hangry Table and Trish, and we are cooking up a special 50th episode for the fans.
Fantastic.
It's one that was requested early on, and we're doing it for a special one.
Awesome. Oh, we got one more super chat. William Schweikert checking in. Says M4, when Star Trek turned 25, Playmates made the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles action figures. First Officer Donatello, Chief Engineer Michelangelo, Captain Leonardo. That's pretty cool. I wonder what Raphael was.
Security officer.
Probably.
Red.
But
red shirt.
Let's see. That brings us to here we go. And Snarky to Stink for $5 says, howdy, great show. Thank you, Snarky. I'm glad to see you here, buddy.
What's up, Snarky?
Yeah, seriously. All right, guys, that about does it for this week. Please check out M4 Empire Gaming. It's linked in the description, along with Real Life Fake Wizards channel and Nolan's channel, all linked down in the description below. So make sure you check those out. Subscribe to all of those. We will be going live again, probably over the weekend with a game stream over on M4 Empire Gaming, and then we will be going live again on Monday, but we will be keeping the lights on because we only hit $168 of our $600 goal. So we fell short by I have to use a calculator for this because I'm that level of bad at math. Let's see. We had a $600
in the game.
$600 goal minus $168. We were about $432 short of our goal of me playing in the dark. So I'll be playing with the lights on next time we play Resident Evil.
Just slightly off.
There will be another opportunity to try, Nolan. Don't worry. Guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you to hold on. Liquid Fox for $2, which brings us to $170. Says, hear that? It's Blandoff's fault for no Trish.
You can take it up with her.
Yeah. All right, guys. From all of us here at the M4 Empire, I thank you for your attention, and we'll catch you in the next one.
They said we'd never last, just a moment, just a flash. But empires aren't built overnight, they're forged in war and lit by fight. Every stream, every show, every voice that shows to grow. This isn't just a brand on air, it's a movement rising everywhere. sound fades, but the signal stays, echoing loud through endless waves. From one voice to a choir's roar.